Hi everybody, my name is Jaden.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caden.
And we are the Yahuwah and Torah YouTube channel.
And we thank you very, very much for hanging out with us. We are those people who believe that the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator are good for all times. They are good for today, tomorrow. They are good for small children. They are good for old men. They are good for old women. They are good for everybody. And if you will take them and you will embrace them and you will write them upon your heart, upon your mind, upon your doorposts, upon everything that you have, your life will be blessed. And they are beautiful things such as don't drink blood, don't eat the fat, keep the Shabbat, various things like that. And we also believe that Messiah Yahushua is his name. There is no J's in Hebrew, so the name Jesus did not exist. There was no such name. And that is more of the trickery that we have been involved in, that we have gotten through and we figured it out. But our Messiah's name is Yahushua. It's like Joshua with a Y. There were, again, no J's in Hebrew. So we are those people, and we are going through the law, statutes, and commands of... actually, we're not going through the law, statutes, and commands. We're going through the wisdom of Solomon. But I am so brainwashed into the law, statutes, and commands of our Creator. Oh, man, you saw the numbers. All right, I'll go through the numbers. All right, Kate, you're the only one that didn't see it. Give me a guess. What do you got on this?
Where were we yesterday?
I don't remember what we were at yesterday, but we do have a brand new number 2.
It's going to be like 4... Wait, we already passed 4, right?
Where are we at, Nicole?
I think it was $4.95.
Yeah, we're like 550.
550 is what you're saying? Jade, you already saw the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here it is. These are the numbers of Yah's Scriptures that have been downloaded, 511. So, and the new number 2 spot is super cool because it's the Spanish Scriptures. Even though that is the worst of the translations, people are still downloading that more. And so this was very, very exciting. So basically in one day, the Spanish Scriptures, or in 2 days, the Spanish Scriptures took the number 2 spot, and people are really enjoying those. And hopefully they're doing it today. We're going to be releasing a brand new book that's super amazing that I will be doing a video on. So you guys will hopefully download those and enjoy them. Okay, today is month 9, or actually it's month 10 on our Creator's calendar. It is the second day of the week. It is the second day of our Creator's calendar's month. It is the 26th day on the Gregorian Babylonian calendar, and a pagan holiday has come, a pagan holiday has gone, and now everybody has huge credit card debt to pay off, and so they will spend the rest of the next year trying to pay off all of this for the indulgences and basically the gluttony of that season that it brings upon all of us, and not all of us. We didn't do anything. I didn't have one Christmas cake. I didn't have one piece of Christmas candy. I almost got through the day without anybody wishing me Merry Christmas. Unfortunately, I got bombed twice. And so the good news is both of your grandparents, for the first time I think ever, didn't send us Christmas greetings. They didn't send us anything. They didn't send us pictures of the family. They didn't send any of that, which, it's really, I guess it's not awkward for us anymore, but it got to be awkward for them that they're all there and there's one part of the family of theirs is just not there, that will never celebrate it. And so it was good. It is very frustrating getting all of the Christmas greetings and things every single year, and people know that we don't celebrate it, so it's almost a laugh in our face kind of a thing. And I guess the joke's on them. Okay, so here we are with the Wisdom of Solomon, and we are in the 6th chapter of this, and the dogs are going wild. All right, and so always we have to apologize for these crazy dogs. We have 10 pit bulls, and there's no quiet to them. They don't know what shh means, and they don't know what be quiet means, and they definitely aren't peaceful in most times. So here we go. So we are in the Wisdom of Solomon. The first, what we mentioned yesterday is that we thought it was this was better because it was not. From the eyes of a king, right? It was not, the Proverbs is from a lot of things in Proverbs are things that we wouldn't be able to relate to because we are not a sovereign and will never ever be a sovereign as far as that goes, like Solomon and all of those guys of royalty. So this was interesting, but I think today we're going to swap that up a little bit. Everyone ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Hear therefore, O you sovereigns, and understand. Learn you who are judges to the ends of the earth. Listen, you who rule the people, and boast in the multitude of nations. For power is given to you from Yahuwah, and rulership from the Most High. who shall try your works and search out your purposes. For being overseers of his reign, you have not ruled rightly, nor guarded the law. Okay, where are we at here? Let's swap pages. Okay, guarded the law.
Mine says you have not judged aright, nor kept the Torah.
Yeah. So it's interesting they say law here in this version, but they say in the Sefer they say Torah, which would be the correct word. It'd be the Torah of Yah. Okay, so nor walked after the counsel of Elohim. He shall come upon you terribly and speedily, for a sharp judgment shall be to those who are in high places. For kindness shall soon pardon the harshest. Okay, what does your guys say?
For mercy will pardon the meanest.
The meanest. Okay, the harshest. I see what they're saying there. Okay, but great men shall be greatly tortured. Okay, who's he talking to? Who's he addressing? What exactly is he saying here?
He's talking to rulers, people in high places, people that have the authority over a group of people that are not doing it according to the Torah. It could be a small governor, it could be a king, it could just be someone over the house.
Yeah, it could be literally anybody who's has to judge upon their house, upon their lands, upon any of this stuff. Okay. For a sharp judgment shall be to those who are in high places, for kindness shall soon pardon the harshest, but great men shall be greatly tortured. For he who is Adon over all shall know no partiality, neither shall he stand in awe of any man's greatness. For he has made the small and great, and is concerned for all alike. Okay, and that's something this is something that people get really, I don't know how to say the word cocky, right? They get really, oh, look at me, their greatness. And, when we sit there and you might be able to climb to the top of Mount Everest and plant a flag in the top of it and go, I am the greatest mountain climber who has ever done it, right? But then at the end of the day, you're merely a creation of the Creator. You wouldn't have legs and toes and fingers and all of this that you're able to climb and able to do all of this great stuff that you think that you're great doing. Simply because we use the limbs and the brain and the abilities that our Creator has given us, He is the great one among us. We are simply living a great design and having the awesomeness of being able to walk around without tipping over, right? We have such an awesome creation that has been delivered to us in the form of human bodies that the first time anybody ever thinks that they're great, or all of these people that are just look at me, the people that are showboaters, right? Things of that nature. I think of UFC fighters. I think of how they strut in the ring. They have all their clothes off, and they're basically just strutting around, looking at it. Look at me, look how great I am, and they will beat up somebody, and then they will, everybody cheers for them. Oh man, you're so great! You're just the greatest fighter in the world. But yet, our Creator has given these people the abilities to swing their fists around. He has given them the abilities to choose that kind of work. They are nothing. Nobody is anything. And when we don't understand this, then all of a sudden we get pompous and we're like, wow, look at us, how great we are. And that is a way to destruction. Okay. For he has made the small and great and is concerned for all alike. But a severe trial shall come upon the mighty. I speak unto you, therefore, O sovereigns, that you may learn wisdom and not fall away. For those who guard Kadesha righteously shall be judged Kodesh, and those who have learned such matter shall find what to answer. Therefore lay your heart upon my words, desire them, and you shall be instructed. Wisdom is esteemed and never fades away. Also she is easily seen by those who love her, and found by those who seek her. Is this true, guys? It says wisdom is esteemed and never fades away.
Yeah, it's true.
How did Solomon become unwise?
He walked away from wisdom. He left wisdom.
Walked away from the Torah.
Yeah, but how is this statement true that wisdom never fades away?
Wisdom doesn't fade away, but you will.
Right, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Solomon faded away, right? He faded away from the instructions that were good and went and just destroyed his life.
You should have gone back and just read what he wrote.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he wrote the stuff and he was a sovereign. He should have rewrote what he did. But, you get wise in your own eyes. You get smart and you think that you're better than the world. And that's what he's talking about is the first time you ever put your hand in the air like you're a mighty warrior or you're great or, understand that we are simply dust that has been created and given a soul and given breath. Okay, 13. She prevents those who desire her in making herself first known to them. Whoever seeks her early shall have no great hardship, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. Therefore to think upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoever watches for her shall quickly be without worry. For she goes about seeking those who are worthy of her. Okay, what do we make of this, guys? Where it says that you won't have hardships, right? Whoever seeks her. So if you're seeking wisdom, Solomon says that you won't have hardships. Is this true?
Mine says great travail. I think you're not going to fall into like worldly matters, right? You're not going to fall into the worldly problems that the rest of the world falls into. You're going to deal with other matters that are more important.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have hardships in this world. Absolutely. But you don't, say for instance, you eat a big old slab of pork and you end up in the hospital because you have about 50 different kinds of worms and now you have like 30 pounds of worms in your stomach and you're just about to die, right? That's a hardship. That's something that all of a sudden now you're subjected to these psychopaths with white coats and things of that nature. And you have to, you're in their hands, which is a very scary thing. But you wouldn't be in their hands if you hadn't been eating 30 pounds of pork, right? And things of that nature. So there's a lot of things that when we are wise and we seek the Torah, and if you sought the Torah, then you would not be eating 30 pounds of pork and ending up in the hospital, that kind of stuff. Okay. And whoever watches for her shall quickly be without worry, for she goes about seeking those who are worthy of her, showing herself favorably to those in the way. Okay. This one has way that's capitalized. Showing herself favorably to those in the way.
Mine says them in the ways.
Yeah, in ways, and meet them in every thought. I'm just curious why. Oh, the way would be the Torah. Yeah, okay, I get it. And meets them in every thought. 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline. And the concern of discipline is love. And love is keeping of her laws and guarding her laws. Okay, hold on. Before I go any further, I'll read that last part again. But I want to talk about this real quick. It says the very beginning of her is the desire of discipline. What does it mean, the desire of discipline? What is he talking about here?
It means to desire the Torah. It means to desire to do what the Torah says, right? You're disciplining yourself to keep the Torah and not break the Torah.
Is this kind of discipline like doing your dishes when you're done with them, or like vacuuming your house once a week?
I think it's a different type of discipline. This is a discipline where it's like you're learning not to break Torah, right? You're learning to walk perfectly according to Yah's eyes.
Yeah, and it says the beginning of her is the desire of discipline. That desire of discipline comes from us wanting to have a righteous judge, our creator, who is going to discipline us, right? We don't want unrighteous discipline. We don't want other kind of discipline. We want to be disciplined by our creator. And a lot of people are like, well, we don't want to be disciplined by him. You absolutely want to be disciplined by him. That is how you know he loves you. And so if you are left alone and you have no discipline in your life of anything extracurricular, the spiritual side, you're going along. But our creator is good to discipline those who he loves. So back to 18. And love is the keeping of her laws, and guarding her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption makes us near to Elohim. Okay, what does it say? What does he mean by this?
He's saying that keeping the Torah is what love is. Love is keeping her Torah. Love is keeping the Torah of Elohim, because her Torah is the same Torah that Elohim has.
Yeah, and so the wisdom that we are able to get, it says love is keeping of her laws. Now, it says her laws, so we know that wisdom is a female. But why does it say her laws when it's Yah's laws?
Because her laws are Yah's laws.
Why? How do we come to that conclusion?
Because Yah wouldn't let anything go against him. He wouldn't let people have their laws outside of what he has.
Yeah, and essentially, what is wisdom at the end of the day?
It's the spirit
of
Yahuwah.
Yeah. And so it's essentially Yah with us in a different form, right? Okay. And incorruption makes us near to Elohim. Therefore, the desire of wisdom leads to a reign. If your delight then is in thrones and scepters, O rulers of the people, esteem wisdom, that you may reign forever. As for wisdom, what she is, and how she came to be, I shall tell you, and shall not hide mysteries from you, but shall seek her out from the beginning of her creation, and bring the knowledge of her into the light, and shall not pass over the truth. Neither shall I go with consuming envy, for such a man shall have no fellowship with wisdom. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise sovereign is the upholding of the people. Receive therefore instruction through my words, and it shall do you good. Okay. Thoughts, anyone?
So basically, the end is like if you like worldly things, if you like to be like have goals, if you like to have good items, and you're the kind of person that like to have good stuff, you need to search out wisdom because that's not what life is about. To have good things like that.
Yeah, and I would like to think, and I think from the life's examples, is that people with wisdom do make good cash. And I'm saying that like Abraham had a lot of wisdom, right? And he ended up with more stuff.
Job.
I don't know, but I don't know a lot. He didn't seem to be very wise, but he ended up with a lot of stuff. Job, lots of wise, right? He ended up with tons of stuff, and then he got it again. Everybody of our forefathers, everybody of our ancestors, the people that were wise ended up wealthy when it came to land stuff. But that doesn't mean that you should expect wealth. You should not expect more than your food on your table, right? You shouldn't expect to find gold, or if you're looking for gold, if you're looking for monetary stuff, that stuff is all going to fade away. It's all going to become dust. Moths are going to eat through it. It's not going to survive, right? The US dollar is going to be burned alive. Everything that you are thinking is a value will be gone. The only thing that is a real value, which is the Torah, the word of our Most High, will never be gone. Not till heaven and earth passes away is what we are told. And even then, we don't know, because the Torah was created 2,000 years before creation. So our Creator has thought about this very, very long time before giving us this. And it is the way forward. It is the way to hope. It is the way to a kingdom to come. And if we are lost in this world, if we're just looking for our own personal gain, if we're celebrating pagan holidays, if we're doing all of this, that's not the road to the kingdom. And that is that small gate that this Messiah says most will not make it through. So thank you guys very, very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day out there. Gentlemen, you got anything else?
Read your Bibles.
Read your Bibles.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom. Much love.